Did you know that Saudi Arabia has strengthened its commercial and security ties with China amid strained U.S. ties? This has led to a $3.6 billion deal between Saudi Arabia and China's Rongsheng Petrochemical. How has this affected the Saudi-USA relationship? Have you ever imagined what it would be like if a wealthy kingdom decided to invest a massive amount of money in a rising global power like China? Well, that's exactly what happened when Saudi Arabia made a staggering billion-dollar investment in China's booming economy. This news has stirred up curiosity and sparked discussions around the world. Saudi Arabia hosted the 10th Arab-China Business Conference for the first time on June 11, 2023, which brought together more than 500 government and business officials from China and Arab countries. The event saw the signing of over 30 investment agreements worth more than $10 billion across various sectors, including technology, renewables, agriculture, real estate, minerals, supply chains, tourism, and healthcare. The vast majority of the agreements are for projects in Saudi Arabia or undertaken by Saudi firms and government entities. And the conference comes at a time of growing trade between the Arab world and China, which reached $430 billion in 2022, with trade between China and Saudi Arabia alone exceeding $106 billion last year, representing 30% growth over 2021. Against the backdrop of burgeoning trade connections between China and the Middle East, a significant meeting took place, coinciding with a landmark Chinese-mediated reconciliation between regional powerhouses Iran and Saudi Arabia, which has resulted in a notable shift in regional relations. Well, let's get back to the 10th Arab-China Business Conference, which was hosted by Saudi Arabia. Imagine a world where Saudi Arabia and China align their interests, intertwining their destinies through substantial investments. This is precisely what transpired when the Saudi Investment Ministry joined hands with Human Horizons, a Chinese leader in electric and self-driving cars, in a groundbreaking Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, worth a staggering $5.6 billion. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Numerous other agreements, such as the Cooperation Agreement and the Framework Agreement, involving various companies, contributed to the billion-dollar investment figure. These collaborations spanned across diverse sectors, including technology, agriculture, renewable energy, real estate, natural resources, and tourism, painting a vivid picture of the breadth and depth of this venture. Now, let's rewind to the day when it all began, the launch of the conference. The Saudi Foreign Minister, Prince Faisal bin Farhan, took center stage, emphasizing the untapped potential in enhancing trade and economic ties between China and Arab countries. His words echoed with optimism, envisioning a shared future that would usher in a new era of prosperity for both peoples. But amidst the glitz and glamour of this lucrative investment, a hidden narrative unfolds. A story of the Amr Lula Company and Zhonghuan International Group, Hong Kong, partnering to establish an iron factory in Saudi Arabia, manifesting a $533 million deal. This collaboration would not only boost industrial growth but also contribute to the kingdom's ambitious economic diversification efforts. Furthermore, the Saudi ASC Group and the China National Geological and AMP Mining Corp solidified their cooperation through a momentous agreement valued at $500 million, centered on copper mining endeavors within the kingdom. Such collaborations not only harness the rich mineral resources of Saudi Arabia but also foster sustainable development and economic progress. During the meeting spanning over 2 days, Mohammed Abinayan, the chairman of a Saudi renewable energy company, emphatically proclaimed from the stage to resounding applause, "When it comes to trusted partnerships, the People's Republic of China is unrivaled. China is a dependable partner you can always rely on." In March, Saudi Aramco, the state oil company of Saudi Arabia, announced 2 major deals to increase its investment in China and become the country's top supplier of crude oil. These deals are significant because they follow Chinese President Xi Jinping's visit to Saudi Arabia, where he suggested trading oil in yuan instead of the US dollar. The goal is to capture China's growing demand for oil and collaborate with China rather than compete against it. This closer partnership between Saudi Arabia and China also raises the possibility of a free trade agreement between China and the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, led by Saudi Arabia. These negotiations have been ongoing since 2004 and could open up new opportunities for economic cooperation. The world is watching to see how this alliance will impact the oil trade, global economy, and geopolitical landscape. The future of this partnership holds great potential, and its outcome will shape the destiny of nations in an ever-changing world. Many people may not know that China has been seeking military bases of its own in the Middle East as it pursues energy resources and influence beyond Asia. This has led to a significant shift in the balance of power in the region, with Saudi Arabia making a billion-dollar investment in China. It is no secret that the US and Saudi Arabia share a long-standing relationship. The two countries have always enjoyed a profitable alliance, with Saudi Arabia serving as a large seller of oil to the US, and the US helped Saudi Arabia in many ways, such as the United States has been a major supplier of military equipment to Saudi Arabia, including advanced fighter jets, tanks, missiles, and defense systems, aiming to enhance Saudi Arabia's defense capabilities and promote regional stability. The US has supported Saudi Arabia's economic development through promoting trade and investment, providing technical expertise in infrastructure and finance, and facilitating business partnerships between the two countries. The United States has been a key ally of Saudi Arabia in diplomatic matters, advocating for Saudi interests, supporting regional positions, and engaging in diplomatic dialogue to address common challenges. Saudi Arabia has collaborated with the United States in combating terrorism by sharing intelligence, providing financial assistance, and working to disrupt terrorist financing networks, thereby contributing to global counterterrorism efforts and safeguarding US national security. Saudi Arabia, one of the world's largest oil producers, has played a significant role in stabilizing global energy markets by supplying oil to the United States and ensuring a stable and reliable energy supply that is crucial for the US economy. However, Saudi Arabia's recent investment in China, which is a major economic competitor of the US, could alter this delicate relationship. In the grand tapestry of global affairs, this billion-dollar investment marks a pivotal moment. It challenges preconceived notions, reshapes alliances, and paves the way for unforeseen collaborations. As the world continues to evolve, intertwining the fate of nations, the consequences of this venture may reverberate far beyond what meets the eye. This overwhelming geopolitical and financial situation has made the world astonishing and confused. Well, some questions loom large, stirring emotions of both hope and uncertainty on this topic. What does this mean for the future? Will the alliance between Saudi Arabia and the United States withstand the shifting tides of global partnerships and economic interests? Let us know in the comment below. Keep watching our other video on Lionel Messi move to Inter Miami, a billion-dollar shift in MLS. And we will see you soon.